This is an open letter to the United States, a once great country that is now united by division and divided by hate. You might be thinking as a Brit, I don't understand, and it's none of my business. But it's often said when America catches a cold, the rest of the world sneezes. And now you've gone and elected this orange baboon who does what he pleases. We're all on our knees, and we're coughing and wheezing. Let's start with climate change. His attitude on that is completely deranged. Pulling out of a climate accord is not a show of national strength or wealth. It's a cry for help about mental health. And when the planet heats up, it's not just you that's completely fucked. Rising seas and more extreme seasons, changing coastlines and land you can no longer plant seeds in, people displaced for the most fucked up of reasons, is only ever going to lead to more terror and treasons. And what happens when we get past the point of no comeback? We can't rely on Trump to put on his red hat, build a wall and hold the tides back. When you deny facts that are grounded in irrefutable truth, you're not a rebel, you're a shaved ape in a suit. Whilst we're on the subject, alternative facts are not facts, they're lies. And you may have fooled some, but the rest of us see through your disguise. You'll point at a crowd and then claim that it's double its size. You'll say something and then make like you've never said it even in the same sentence sometimes. You've banned Muslims from your country over trumped up fears, all to win over bigots and Republican peers. And don't try and tell us it's what any of us in your shoes would do, because the one dishing out fake news is not CNN, bruv. It's you. Now let's look at your record with females, which for me is far more distressing than Hillary's missing emails. You say, nobody does more for women than me. Yeah, that's true, except for chlamydia and pretty much everything else in both land and sea. Unless, do you mean more grabbing by the pussy or letting them douse you in pee-pee, which, for legal reasons, I suggest only allegedly. All I see is traditional misogyny and indifference over inequality. What I will give you props for, though, is you've got more lives than Sonic the Hedgehog. It doesn't matter how many times you're dragged down into the political bog. Just when we think you're getting indicted, you brushed it off without even fighting. And when that Russia stuff raised its mask, I thought, this is it, finally, he's out on his ass. But you dodged and dived, silenced and fired, and for that alone, I could almost admire. You can't achieve what you've achieved without speaking to people. The problem is that the people that hear you are also sociopathic and evil. Remember when you said you could stand on Fifth Avenue, shoot someone, and not lose a single vote? Well, I can't think of a better metaphor for a country that's adrift at sea without a boat. You've got mass shooting after mass shooting, periodical riots and looting, and all because your police fire off bullets and kill like it's part of a routine. You've got the highest per capita prison population of any nation. And I know not all of that is your fault, but you're hardly the fucking salvation. In popular culture, there was another creature in search of an apprentice. It was the Emperor for Star Wars, the head of the Sith. And it's quite an interesting parallel, because, well, he wanted to fuck planets on an industrial scale as well. So should the next election day come and impeachment has not lanced this cyst, this swollen narcissist, this statesman who marches around proud as a peacock preaching hate man, I counsel this. Vote with your fist. Tell this pathological bankruptcy fetishist that you are tired. And what's more, get out of public office because you're motherfucking fired.